Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new update. On the markets, I will probably name this an emergency update because we are falling down quite hard. But essentially, what we'll be talking about is the markets. What's going on right now? We're pretty bearish, even though we got a nice pump earlier with the unemployment rate numbers and the non-farm payrolls and non-farm payrolls private numbers coming in lower than expected. Which means that there are less payrolls, which means that that's negative. Employment data, which is usually bullish for asset markets, excuse me, well, like crypto, because that increases the chance at more rate cuts this year. But what we have seen so far after the US opening is that asset markets are reacting very, very bad to this news. Listen, I haven't really heard anybody speak about this, but we had something similar the 5th of August when the markets were also crashing down pretty bad, even though I do think that the situation is the same, and I'm not sure if that's the case right now. But back then what we had is we also had some positive employment rate data, but then we got scared of a recession coming. I'm not sure if that's going on right now. In general, the assets, the stock markets were already in a bit of a pullback. So I'm not saying that, but that could be one of the reasons. And in general, this was also to be expected, right? I mean, we already talked about this earlier this morning with Bitcoin. Like if you looked at like purely regardless of the news, we already knew that technically at least Bitcoin was very, very weak. And we had been trending down here, and we said, you know, we really need to break above 58,000 here in order for it to be interesting. Otherwise, we'll just be bearish, and it's a matter of time before we drop down to 54,000. And the volatility we've seen so far today was also to be expected if you watch my video this morning, all right? Usually the videos are only 4 minutes, and I think you get a pretty decent idea of what to expect from the markets. But that's up to you, of course. But so far, I'm not really convinced of any bullish momentum. Look, the market can turn around. It always can. But I would say if you look at everything right now, like the dollar strength index is also bouncing relatively well here. This is in general also at a very strong support level, which is also bearish for Bitcoin. So I would assume we're going lower, all right? And when I say we're going lower, what I mean is into this level right here, between $52,000 and $54,000. That's what I expect for now. I have seen Fridays where we actually do turn this around and where we do reverse. But that usually at this point of time, at least in my time zone, but at this point of time in the day, usually then the reversal has already started, all right? So then the market or then the day starts very bearish, and then towards the end of Friday, you get very bullish, and then we pump. I've seen that before. That's essentially also what we did with this move right here. Got very, very bullish towards the end of the Friday. I don't see that happening right now due to how deep we're also already into the Friday. So this is what I would say is most likely. And then ultimately at some point of time, we'll get some sort of a bullish reclaim again. But I don't expect it right now. And this has an effect on the entire market. I mean, everything is very correlated to Bitcoin. I think you like certain coins like Mu, but also Sui are still quite interesting, as like Sui over the course of today is still up, right? So if you bought this in the morning, you're still in profits, and there are more coins like this. Like if you look at like a lot of coins just bull trapped like crazy, like Jasmine, Rats, Sats, but also Dogs a little bit. A lot of coins did that. Some coins are actually still performing relatively well. So like I said, then we're talking about a Sui, certain meme coins, and also something like Fetch is also not doing too well. No, Fetch is not doing good. So if you can find coins like that, yeah, you could trade them, but would I trade them? No. Most coins are just going to follow Bitcoin here, and Bitcoin, like I said, is most likely going to be bearish. We can also look at the order flow we have coming in right now. What you saw is that you had a lot of shorts opening into the news. Those were closed. That caused a bullish momentum. But that means that there never really was a big bid or real strong buying momentum behind the bullish move we had. It was just shorts closing. And then we never broke out, so more longs were closed that were open there. And now we're seeing a lot of new short orders being opened. So yeah, that's also not a good sign. A lot of things bearish here. I'm still bullish for Q4 of 2024, but for now, like short term, 52, 54 seems most likely. After that, we might dip down into the sub 50s, but that's for the future, all right? I'll keep you updated on that. For now, I think this is what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.